You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It is your girl, your diva and knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris Renaissance, the renewed, revised channel, representing the former Cafe de Paris. And again, I'm bringing in new growth, bringing in a new revision. I got a new vision of many things that I plan on doing for this channel. So nevertheless, y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all for still being a part of my brand, still representing the Mocha's Cafe de Paris family. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Join the family. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything unless you choose to tithe into the congregation, only $3 a month, nevertheless. But I definitely appreciate it. Make sure you like if you haven't already. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. So today, y'all, on the menu at Cafe de Paris, I thought it was imperative that I talked about this. The baby mama culture becomes the new flex for Black women. And unfortunately, it has gotten worse over the years. There's way too many sisters that are celebrating women that are setting themselves up for failure. Okay. And I understand that this kind of content, a lot of women will get offended by it because the truth of the matter is there are multiple single mothers. So whenever you address these type of topics, it's going to always be a few that's not going to be happy. Because they take it as a dig, they take it as an insult. And the truth of the matter is there are not enough women that are striving for families. Instead, they are settling to just have children. And this has gone on every day, all day, but it's starting to stand out more like a sore thumb through the industry because these are the women that speak on empowerment. These are the women that a lot of modernized minded women look up to. Me personally, I've never really looked up to female celebrities as an example, as a mentor. Don't get me wrong, even if I like your music, I may even vibe, to some of your hits and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm wise enough to know that a lot of the lyrics that these women will state in their rap music, half of them ain't living up to that. You know what I mean? The I can cook, I don't have to cook, I don't have to clean, but I still get the ring. And we know in real life it does not work that way. If you're not a woman who handles your business, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get no ring. But nevertheless, that's another topic for another day, right? I basically wanted us to basically talk about why the Black community started celebrating baby mama and baby daddy culture like it's a win. Okay, so every week there's another pregnancy reveal with no foundation, no commitment, no vision, just social media fireworks. And when anybody questions it or has an opinion, it's simply you're a hater. You're hating. Okay? When did we start confusing dysfunction with freedom and chaos with culture? Okay, so everybody's been congratulating your girl Cardi B right now. Don't get me wrong, I like Cardi B. I like her music. I think she's a down to earth woman. I think she's down to earth woman because, and the reason I say that, right, is because she's very transparent. Unlike you have some women like Beyonce and some of these other celebrities, they try to act all holier than thou and real secretive and try to hide a lot of imperfections. I will say that Cardi B is one. She doesn't hide anything. She's very transparent. Even if to those who are hearing the message, they may perceive her as a woman of no standards, a woman of no morals. And nevertheless, everybody has a right in their entitled to their own opinions. But for the most part, she's been very straightforward in the things that she's gone through to get this far in her career. She started from love and hip hop, in which like any artist in the beginning, you're given these false hopes like people are going to gone out their way to help you to get big, to help your career elevate. And she did end up elevating, but it was at her own right, at her own merit. We witnessed on the show how a lot of these producers flaked out on her. They really didn't believe in Cardi B. They really didn't have no faith in Cardi B. But got to give credit where credit is due. She persevered, and she's definitely making her mark. Nevertheless, the mark that she's been making recently in the headlines is not a good look to me. Okay, and I'm going to go further into that because it's too many black women that are believing and pushing this narrative that baby mama culture is the new flex. And I am totally set against that because black women already struggle just trying to maintain and beat the odds. You know what I mean? It's not enough of black women out here that are getting the flowers, getting the respect and the credit that they deserve. So when you are blessed with an opportunity where you can become successful through your music, okay, through your talent, this is where you have to start setting standards. This is not the time to start picking up dudes with pookie potential, okay? And let me also say this. A lot of black women have this misconception that a pookie is only an unemployed pretty boy Floyd, somebody who lives with their mom, somebody who does not have a job, who has to borrow his girlfriend's ride, you know what I mean, so he can ride around and smoke weed. Listen, Pookie is not necessarily just the average ninja that's unemployed and living with his mama. Do you not know there are some wealthy Pookies? Yes, you could be a millionaire, a billionaire, and still have the Pookie poverty mindset. Okay? And it's a lot of guys out here that's giving out poverty peanuts. And you don't have to be rich, you know what I mean, to not have poverty peanuts. And what I mean by poverty peanuts is a man who does not value his jewels and doesn't value the fact that when he creates children with a woman, he wants it to be with a woman who he can pretty much see building his legacy with, a man who has any real self-respect, self-worth, he's not going to go around here impregnating multiple females. He's just not going to put himself in that situation because he does not want the drama. Not only that, every dime that he works hard for, he does not want to spread that his wealth between multiple households. Okay, keep in mind that a lot of these wealthy pookies, when they are going around here impregnating multiple women, they don't think that they're doing the women a disservice because unlike the average pookie who's probably lived with his mama and can't even get a job at the car wash, the wealthy pookie feels like because he's making millions and billions and he's able to supply and break all his baby mamas off with some bread, that he's not a poverty pookie, and you are, because believe it or not, you could be rich in finances, but you could also be poor in your way of thinking, poor in your morals, poor in your mindset. Okay? And that's exactly what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And this is why women can easily capitalize off of the wealthy man who has a pookie poverty mindset, right? And the reason I say that, and that is why you have women like Cardi B who do not mind getting pregnant by the wealthy pookie, because even though he has the mindset of a pookie, they're looking at the fact that he's wealthy. So let me go kind of right into it, right? Because it's a lot of things I want to break down with the situation, because I am so tired of us as black women. We are celebrating, praise, and giving worship to women who are allowing these wealthy and poverty pookies to impregnate them, and yet we celebrate it. I've been peeping in the bushes and on several social media platforms. I do Facebook, I do Instagram. Unfortunately, when you're a vlogger, you have to keep up with all of these things. And I was surprised at how many women was caping for Cardi B. You know what I mean? In the comment section, it was mostly all women. Every one of them just about was excited for her. They was excited that she chose to get knocked up from Stephon Diggs, a wealthy pookie, okay, because he's an athlete, okay, who already has multiple children from multiple women. Cardi B is not his first. Allegedly, he has twins on the way as well. And I'm going to get ready to show y'all some clips. We're going to get ready to go into these things, right? Please hit that like button if you have not hit the like button already. And I have to say, black men and black women both are equally accountable for these dusty decisions. You know what I mean? Men, you guys are supposed to be protecting your wealth, man. You just don't give that to any woman who decides to get pregnant from you. If you're going to get waxed, if you're going to have to financially contribute, you know, and be liable for financing another woman's future in her income, wouldn't it be better to do that with one woman who you were married to versus multiple women who all only hold the title of being your baby mama? They have not put in any work to be given the privilege of becoming the mother of your child. They have not been there when you started your career, when you was in the struggle, before you became known as this rapper, this athlete. This is the reason why I got respect for men like LL Cool J, you know what I mean? Snoop Dogg, you know, well, Snoop Dogg, that's a whole other thing there. But you have a lot of men who've been in Denzel Washington. They've been in the industry for years. And they have all of their children from one woman. Okay? You don't hear about them having multiple women all over the place, spreading their wealth. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, anytime you keep spreading different legs, you got to keep spreading your wealth. And that's what's going on, right? And you have a lot of men who are putting themselves in situations that are pretty much avoidable. I mean, a condom for $5 will eliminate 18 to 25 years worth of drama and chaos, because let's face it, even when these young children become adults, it's still issues you got to deal with, because now they're old enough to have your grandchildren now. And I mean, if you and your baby, if you and the mother of your child are not on the same page, y'all are still not going to be on the same page, even as the children y'all have together become adults. And I'm just so over the fact that there's so many sisters that are just happy to see another woman make a bad decision and not call out on it, you know? So just to kind of show y'all, give y'all a few examples of what I'm saying by these women that are celebrating. So bringing this over here. Here it is. We have on Facebook, we have a lot of pictures of Cardi B, of course, celebrating her pregnancy, and congrats to her on that. That she has a healthy child. And of course, this is her and Stefan. And he's found out he's having a boy, y'all. He's always wanted a boy. He has multiple girls from multiple other women. So I could imagine the other baby mamas are probably punching the air right now because she is finally giving him a boy. Now, keep in mind, he has twins on the way. We don't know if those are going to be girls or if those are going to be boys. So hopefully Cardi's shine don't get dimmed on in the event this other girl has her twins, and we're going to talk about that later on too, right? So basically, this is the couple booed up. Keep in mind, she's only been with him a year. The ink on the divorce papers between her and Offset is not even dry yet, and Cardi was just determined she was going to move on regardless of what of anybody has to say about it. Okay. So of course, let's kind of look into the comments. And I will honestly say, I'm disappointed that you have a lot of women that are actually co-signing on the shenanigans. But nevertheless, I'm going to read a few of them to all of you, right? Love her. Am I the drama is on heavy rotation in my home. The best ish I read on to Beyonce's internet is before you talk down on her baby father, make sure you can pick up the phone and call yours. Okay, so again, everybody's caping. Everybody is trying to basically, you know, help Cardi B flex this poverty pookie decision that she made. All right, so I'm not knocking her album. I think her album is great, but they're trying to equate her success to having a baby from an athlete that has already multiple baby mamas. They're trying to coincide both of them. And this decision of having a baby from a man who has multiple baby mamas is not a flex. It's something to be celebrated. But you have a lot of women that are caping strong and caping hard and helping her to celebrate this, right? So he was adventurous before he encounters the person who changes him. She doesn't have a problem with it. Y'all shouldn't have one either. After going through what she's gone through, she'll know when to walk away. This was the thing. She never should have got involved in this in the first place. Offset already gave her the blueprint of how some of these dudes will move on you if you lack discernment and lack discretion. And my thing is, if your own husband violated you and y'all were married, what makes you think a man who is not married and not committed to you, what makes you think he's less capable of not treating you the same way? Because again, it's too many women that are giving praises and worship to Stefan, and they've only been together a year. I can see if they've been together 2-3 years and then they decide to have a child, and her and Offset was already divorced by then, right? There's nothing wrong with moving on, so nobody thinks I'm hating, but it's the way that you're supposed to do it. She did not give herself time to heal, and I just kind of think in a strange way it's going to backfire. It may work out, but I just don't have any faith in this relationship, and I'm gonna just be honest, right? Let me see what else she has. I was wondering when you was going to pop up with one of his games. I guess y'all said, let's hush these rumors up. We back together, and I'm the only baby mama right now in the spotlight. Glad he letting us know what it is, because y'all was cold for a minute. Again, these pop-ups are not enough to validate, and I'm not thrilled with the fact that you have these women that are giving too much praises and accolades simply because him and Cardi showed up to a game together. I didn't see y'all posting for a while. I ain't saw y'all together for a while. This still does not validate anything. The fact that they attended a game together. There's not enough time that's been invested, and I really wish women would stop promoting relationship goals when a person have not been together long enough for you to already kind of give them this standing ovation, right? Now y'all blogs stay out of cousin Cardi B's business. Now y'all riddle me this, right? When I say this man has more seeds than a garden, according to Tasha K, Lord Giselle, who's allegedly Stefan Diggs' baby mama, went live appearing to show a new bump, sparking talk online since she reportedly just gave birth not too long ago. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I totally believe it. The man already has a track record. He is definitely on his Nick Cannon, right? So let's look at the comment sections. Let's see how many women are defending this. And believe it or not, you got the crazy part, right? You got a lot of women that are mad that other women are coming out. Now that Cardi B has announced she's having a boy, a lot of women are mad that the other baby moms are coming out. Like, why is these women trying to steal Cardi B's spotlight? Cardi B don't have a spotlight. This man loves impregnating multiple women. Cardi B is not the only woman who has a child or will have a child from him. And it amazes me how many black women are overlooking this. Now, let's check this out, y'all. And of course, we know this is the other baby mama, okay? Cardi really have the ladies' panties in a damn bunch, big body, all right? So, again, this is the mindset of these broken black women out here. They are more pressed with the baby mamas coming out than they are pressed about Cardi B, who is a woman that's multimillionaire. She's settled for a wealthy pookie. Nobody is addressing that. This is the mindset of modern women today. They are more angry that the other baby mamas are coming out. Like, would you just let Cardi B have her poverty, let her have her pookie moment? Why y'all trying to outshine her? Why everybody want to bring up their babies? Because they are having babies too. This is the mindset of how these women think. Now, what they doing different? So you got guys coming in and they going in too. Okay. They never posted him as the father, but all of them posted their pregnancy through the whole pregnancy. But because you didn't see it until Cardi, it didn't happen. Okay, you got it. They still don't say nothing about him. The blogs do. Okay. Blogs post the trending topics. Then girls been in the blogs prior to Cardi. You didn't know then, so you think the others didn't? Why would you tell the blogs he's not the father if he is? You know what? Never mind. Y'all got it. I was really trying to understand how y'all felt, but just from you thinking Cardi is a winner is enough for me to understand. I got to like that comment. That's what I'm saying. The ratchet flex is at an all-time high. Not y'all thinking this is a flex. Exactly. Cardi does or Stefan got the ladies' panties. She really is the drama, okay? So you got some people that are going in and not co-signing on the shenanigans. Somebody also responded, BITCH, you a whole peanut brain. Okay, so people are going in on her because again, you got these martyr-minded women who think Cardi having a baby who just got out of a marriage herself with another man who has multiple children and has never been married. This is not a flex. Okay, the comments. He loved Cardi the most because he publicly claims her. And this person is like, okay. Like, in other words, everybody's not falling for these shenanigans. Where were these 304s before Cardi announced her pregnancy? Okay, again, martyr-minded women more concerned with the other women coming forth because Cardi came forth announcing their pregnancies too. Every last one of them are so close together in pregnancy. These children are about to be born back to back. Exactly. The kid's going to fall in love with Cardi. She kid friendly. Exactly. They are so damn dumb. Again, everybody's mad with the women that are coming out, y'all. This is the type of females with the mindset they got today. What the hell is going on? They just popping babies out like cornbread. That boy smashing everything raw. Exactly. He must be a damn magician if he having all these random babies. Yes, he is. I think you got a set of twins on the way already. Now he's making back-to-backs. Cardi B, listen. She's happy her baby is going to be related to Cardi B. Laughing my A off. Okay, again, you're worried about people trying to get recognition through Cardi B. This man is raw dogging multiple women. Okay, that's why he accepted all Cardi B's kids because he finna catch up to her. Oh goodness, y'all. Where were all these women before Cardi? Like, does that make a difference? And it's mostly women that are doing that. It's the women that are justifying it. They're overlooking the fact that the man has multiple children for multiple women. After you have 3 kids, it doesn't matter anymore. You can have 12 kids. You already have a mini gang with you at all times. All right, y'all. Let me see what this says. Stephon just has 1 child on the way, a baby with his girlfriend. No, he has multiple children on the way. Yeah, that's definitely incorrect. I think they know that's a doozy report too because they're actually got laughing emojis. Let me see what else. I'm not going to read too many of these because it just shows you the mindset, the way the women are responding. Ain't no way this man's sperm throwing out babies like that. God damn. Okay. Everybody and their mama pregnant by Stefan. I done even started feeling nausea and vomit this morning. He got too many babies on the way. He taking chances out there. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, as y'all can see, these comments fighting for air, trying to defend Cardi, y'all even being delusional for her. Yep, it's Nick Cannon. That's all I'm gonna say. So listen, y'all, we already got the drift here. We already got the drift. I don't think we even need to say anything else as far as in the comment section, y'all, because it is obvious. It's obvious that the mindset of these women today and the way they think, they really think that Cardi B is the winner in this situation. They have said everything to try to stretch and move the goalposts to make Cardi B look like she's winning in this situation. Oh, well, he brought her to his game. Oh, well, he actually taking her out in public and showing her to everyone. Well, no, that's not what it is. What it is by Cardi B already having fame within her own right, paparazzi follows her. I don't think it's so much that Stefan is taking her everywhere and putting her out there more. It's because Cardi B is a little bit more well, she is more famous compared to the other mother of his children. She is a rap artist, okay? And the fact that Stefan is an athlete, that is the reason why they're getting a little bit more shine. It has nothing to do with the other women are less irrelevant, okay? Um the sad part about this all is that just all the comments that I've seen with these modern minded women, the baby mamas, just like Cardi, I'm sure they pretty much think on the same low frequency. And that is the reason why these other baby mamas are popping up now. They're popping up because they also want to be known. They also want recognition, just like Cardi B wants recognition. Now, don't get me wrong. Cardi B got her own recognition within her own right. She don't really need nobody else's like. But let's face it, a lot of these celebrities and athletes, they are always on a mission of clout. No matter how much fame they got, people act like celebrities don't have to look for clout because they feel like it's automatically granted to them. In many instances, a lot of these celebrities still link up, still get together because they're still trying to gain relevance, but in other ways. And I really believe with Cardi B, for one, Offset has really, really devastated her. He really broke her to the point to where the first dude that was willing to give her attention and give her a baby, she just automatically ran into his arms. And I think this is an escape from the reality of Offset not being a husband and the man that she had in mind. But the problem with a lot of black women who make this decision, when you move forward and you're not healed, you're still in a vulnerable space. My thing is, her and Offset, I don't even know if their divorce is officially finalized. I don't think it is. I think she has filed it. But my thing is, she hasn't gotten past the hurt with Offset. So what you think is going to happen in the event Stefan disappoints her? And mm, I'm like with Charleston White, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with a lot of stuff he says, but no matter how much these women try to act like they're unbothered, they do not want to have to share that baby mama spotlight or that baby mama space for other women. What it is, women have gotten to, these modern minded women, they have become more concerned with winning than preserving their peace. It's all about winning. Okay. And now that she's having a boy, and that's because Stefan always wanted a boy, she's going to take that one little thing and run with that because that's going to make her feel like she has a position. Now, I would say this, it's not even women in the industry. You got females who stay in the projects, all of them knocked up from the same pookie. And one of them, she thinks because she had his oldest, that she's the one in the running. Then you have one that got his only girl. She thinks she's in the running. Then you got one who finally has the boy. She thinks she's in the running. It amazes me how so many women are willing to try to win, you know, off the foundation of losing. You know what I mean? So let me kind of break a little bit more of this down, right? um the congratulations flood in, but no one's asking, where's the family plan? Where's the family plan? People treat children like accessories to fame or feelings. Okay, men flex paternity, women flex independent, but nobody's flexing stability. Okay, so everybody's happy. Cardi B is having her fourth child from a man who still has not committed to her, has not said, I want to marry her. Not only that, he has multiple other babies out here that he just all had in 1 year. Not to mention, besides Cardi, he has twins on the way. And from the looks of it, looks like another woman from what Tasha K is saying, she has one on the way. And for her to be showing it, it's a huge probability that that could be his baby too, unless she just clouting. But for her to go that far out there, it's because she knows she's pregnant too. This is definitely Nick Cannon 5.0, okay? Now, some men want the dad look without the discipline or leadership that comes with fatherhood. You do got some dudes out here who feel like having kids makes them feel more masculine from multiple women, okay? They confuse fertility with legacy. Real legacy is about raising, not just creating. Even Nick Cannon got to that place in which he had to realize, and he said it, it's more overwhelming than what he expected. When you have that many children, there's no way you can be to all those places at one time. Trust and believe. I don't care if Stefan is a millionaire, billionaire, or trillionaire. Those kids are going to be neglected. But see, the martyr-minded woman, she's not looking at the fact that the children aren't going to have the luxury of being able to see their dad. They're just looking at the fact that he's a cash register. Oh, she's set for life. He gonna take care of his kids. He ain't gonna have to want for nothing. But the problem is, Cardi put herself in a position of being a single mother and all over again. And my thing is, if a man has not put a ring on your finger or has not decided to make a commitment to you and you're having a child, you have already agreed to sign up to be a single mother. Now, if you're okay with that, if you don't mind settling that, then do you. But the reality is she's a single mom. Okay? Because this man has not said, I want to marry her, uh, I want to commit to her, I'm planning a wedding. He has not said that yet. Okay? When a man plants seeds in multiple gardens, he can't properly water any of them. There's no way a man can have that many children and be able to be a good father. I don't care what y'all say. And I know the martyr-minded women who already think on a ratchet level, they don't care about that. But this man is an athlete. He's traveling. He's not going to be able to give all his children his time. Now, I'm not saying he's a deadbeat or he's the worst father on this planet. But what I am saying, there's no way in the world when you have that many children from this many women that you're going to be able to be a stable father and give all those children the same equal amount of the time and attention. Ask Nick Cannon. Okay. The culture says he's just living his life. But truthfully, he's running from accountability. Y'all saw the clip earlier. They showed when he was putting the car seat out the back of one of the vehicles within a year. The man has a lot of children. Why are so many black women excited for another black woman to be getting pregnant from a man who's already impregnated multiple other women? Why is this a flex? Black women, have we really gotten this lost in a sauce in which we are happy for other women to have a child from a man who has multiple children? We're honored by that. This is not a Russell Wilson, okay? Sierra stepped up. When things didn't work out with her in Future, she elevated. This is a de-escalation. If anything, Cardi downgraded. If she was going to do all of this, she might as well have stayed with Offset. At least Offset did marry her. And guess what? Offset does have multiple children, does have other children from previous relationships, okay? He didn't have any on her. This guy is already disrespecting you because he got you pregnant knowing he already had other babies coming on the way. A real man would have been like, look, I know you probably want children right now, but I'm just going to be frank with you. I got other kids that's coming. He probably didn't even tell her. And to be honest with you, if Cardi did know, she probably didn't care either because she is still broken and she's going to prove a point to Offset that she's going to win no matter how much, she felt like she lost with him. She's going to win with someone else. I think she's still trying to prove a point. And the problem is when women try to prove a point at a very vulnerable stage in their life, they will gravitate towards anybody. Too many women are accepting crumbs and calling it cake. Having a man's baby isn't the same as having his commitment. Anybody could get pregnant, anybody could have a baby, but it hit different when a man actually wants to have a family with you versus you're just having a child from him. It is not the same thing. You and this man together, raising this baby together, in the household together, under the same roof together, 101 co-parenting, hands on, not coming around just for the holidays, coming around just for the weekends. Um, any man who genuinely loves a woman, he is going to want to build a legacy with her. The bar has been set so low that women cheer for being chosen for a child, not for a future. Cardi B is just that broken that she's just happy with just being chosen right now. That's good enough for her. Even if he doesn't commit to her, she's okay with being chosen. And a lot of Black women have this problem. Emotional investment shouldn't always mean physical investment. Why do you have to have a child in order to feel like there's a real investment with a man? You know how many women have had a child from a man and there has been no real emotional investment, spiritual investment, no real authentic investment or connection. Your womb should be protected, not negotiated. Black women need to stop using their wombs as leverage and as a way to gain a connection. Thinking that once we have a baby, maybe down the line, we'll connect and he'll commit to me. We've separated build together with trend together. The music, the memes, and the reality shows keep feeding this narrative that love is messy, dramatic, and temporary. The strongest flex isn't single parenting on purpose. It's building a foundation where both parents show up emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So I'm going to break this down, okay? What I need for the men, lead with purpose, not ego. Women, guard your peace in your womb. Men, build legacies, not lineups. Women, require partnership, not pookie potentials. Men, stop calling brokenness player energy. Women, stop calling broken promises proof of love. Men, step into fatherhood with intention. Women, step into motherhood with standard. Creating life should never be the easiest part of the relationship. The real challenge and the real beauty is creating a family that lasts beyond just the feelings. This isn't about shaming single parents, it's about breaking cycles. We can't heal what we keep hyping. It's time we start celebrating commitment, not chaos, and stop acting like dysfunction is a vibe. Because the next generation is watching what we normalize, not what we post. Anyway, y'all, leave y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this, y'all. This baby mama culture. Why has it become the new flex? Why are so many women celebrating it? Is it because there's so many single mothers out here? There's so many women that have succumbed to making this choice. So the moment there's a celebrity or somebody who has some type of top tier celebrity status, when they make these same decisions, does it make the average women that idolize them, make them feel comfortable with their poor decisions? I think that's what it is. I honestly think because there's so many women out here that have succumbed to the baby mama culture, anytime you have these female rappers that do the same thing, they see it as a win because let's face it, a lot of women don't want to feel like failures by themselves. As long as other women that are making choices just as bad or negligent or irresponsible as them, it makes them feel a little bit better about themselves. And I think that's actually what's going on. Anyway, y'all, leave y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I gladly appreciate it. I don't mind you coming in the comment section and you don't have to agree with the content. But if you come in there being disrespectful or getting out of pocket, I will remove your comment and you will be blocked from the channel. So if you're going to comment, do so respectfully. And I will talk to y'all another time. Be blessed.